She's married to Roger Rabbit.
I'd do anything for my husband, Mr. Valiant. Anything.
What a wife.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an exquisite sexy day today because we're going to talk about the exquisite Jessica Rabbit. You know how much we love talking about femininity, sensual aura, and of course Jessica Rabbit is irresistible. She is the ultimate sex symbol. She's the ultimate fantasy for men. She was inspired by the femme fatale of the 1940s like Rita Hayworth and Veronica Lay. So if you want to know how she managed to be the ultimate fantasy, keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, of course, and anything to level up and to make you become the best version of yourself and to increase your confidence. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below. Also follow me on my Instagram. Jessica Rabbit is definitely the ultimate fantasy. Even though she's not a real human, she has been created to be this sensual goddess. And I have to say that Jessica Rabbit make a huge impact. The gloves, the dress, you know, the aura, the sexy voice. And I have to say that this costume made a huge impact. I wore it for last Halloween and I have to say you were all in love with the costume on Instagram. And of course I had to put it on for this beautiful video about our queen Jessica Rabbit. And I have to say, I told you also I spent Halloween in New York City and I wore this costume on top of a Cleopatra costume, but this one had so much attention, you have no idea. And this costume is very elegant, you know, it's long, it's beautiful, especially from men. They love it. They love this. Wow, Jessica Rabbit is the ultimate fantasy. It is elegance, it is sensuality, it is everything in one character. And even women would approach me and say, I love your costume, it's beautiful. Like, everybody loved Jessica Rabbit, I think. And I still feel amazing. Can I dress like that every day? Oh my god, this dress. And I tailored it so that it matched really my waist and everything because it was a bit too big. And for Jessica Rabbit, it has to be really on point, you know, it has to be really fit you perfectly. So Jessica Rabbit is a fictional character in the novel Who Censored Roger Rabbit and also in its film adaptation Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So Roger Rabbit is a rabbit, as you can see, and he is married to Jessica. And Jessica Rabbit is renowned as one of the best sex symbols in animation. She's very well known for the line, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Film version of the character was inspired by a lot of actresses. She is the representation of the ultimate femme fatale from the 1940s. In the 1940s, you had a lot of movies with different women, femme fatale women, and I invite you to see my video about the femme fatale that I did in case you want to know more about that. But they were really inspired to make her move and make her look a little bit like Rita Hayworth. Also, her hair were inspired by Veronica Lay, and also having this intense eye contact, this intense look that Lauren Bacall had. So they were mixing all of the best actresses, all of the best femme fatale, their aura, their look, everything, to mix all of that and obtain the ultimate male fantasy drawn by a cartoonist, which is Jessica Rabbit. Her line, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, became one of the best quotes of the film, and it was nominated for one of the 400 greatest movie quotes. But despite being drawn as the classic femme fatale, the strength of the movie is allowing the character to go against the stereotype. Behind this magnificent exterior, there's a pure heart inside of her. So we're going to describe everything that makes her incredibly feminine, irresistible. The 1940s femme fatale look, the long dress, bodycon slip, makes me think of Rita Hayworth. you know, in Gilda, the movie Gilda, she has this long black dress, bodycon, same also bustier like this, with the gloves also, and also the curls, the old Hollywood curls. It gives the effect of a very beautiful feminine woman, kind of a superstar, a Hollywood star. She has the hair covering half of her face, just like Veronica Lake. She has also a mysterious look. They did that with like the kind of look that Lauren Bacall had, very intense like that. Of course, also she has the body, the sexy curves. She has the tiniest waist you have ever seen in your life, which symbolizes the curves that were really on trend back in the days, in the 1950s especially. Being the ideal woman in the 1950s, where it was really on trend to wear corsets, to really, when you see all of those actresses back in the days, you see Sophia Loren, you see Marilyn Monroe, they were wearing corsets, you know. Those gowns that they were wearing were really adjusted to their body, and also the ultimate fantasy exaggerated to the extreme of her curves are really exaggerated to the point that it doesn't even exist. It's not even possible to look, it's not humanly possible to look like her. That's why it's a cartoon. It's really funny how much they exaggerated to be like this ultimate fantasy, which is completely unrealistic because she doesn't even have organs. Like, her waist completely disappears, so hello, I don't have waist anymore. She is a fantasy, almost mythical, like a goddess that nobody can understand, nobody can, you know, obtain. Even the first scene, you see her arriving like a true superstar.
You had plenty money, 1922.
Have you noticed about her body language is that she moves very, very slowly. Everything that she does is so slow, and everything is about sensuality. Everything is about, you know, maybe touching here her body. Everything is about slow movement.
Last week, some heavy breather wanted one of my nylons as a souvenir.
Slowing down your movement increases a lot your sensuality. It is hypnotic. You cannot take your eyes off her. She's just in her body, in her sensual essence, and everything is just so exaggerated like that. She is very dramatic in her way of presenting herself, because of course she's a performer, so she has to exaggerate all of her movement. But you know, sometimes it's okay, a little bit of exaggeration. We have only one life, so why not be the most sensual Jessica Rabbit you can be? Have you noticed that when she walks, she has a very straight posture? Her head is up, her shoulders are up. She has even her chest being a little bit out like that. Bouncing her hips. Have you noticed how she bounces her hips? I mean, she has the curves and everything, but she exaggerated even more by bouncing her hips when she walks. Any woman, you don't need to have exaggerated hips or anything like that to have this effect. Her feminine flow and allow men to fantasize over her and to admire her beautiful walk, her beautiful flow. Next, we can talk about her confidence, ladies. Nobody understands it. Everybody wants to borrow it. Everybody wants a piece of that confidence, but nobody truly understands how she is so incredible. When you see that much confidence, people, because they cannot understand it, they try to vilify it. That's why in the movie people were suspicious about her. Oh, maybe she's cheating on her husband. Oh, maybe she's like that, like that. When they see a woman being truly that confident, they are kind of afraid of it.
You gotta have the rabbits to make the scam work.
No, I love my husband. You've got me all wrong. You don't know how hard it is being a woman looking the way I do.
She has a sensual aura and an elegance that you cannot explain. Just like certain actresses back in the days, it's the same. They really were good at recreating this effect that certain women have. You had plenty money, 1922. Let's talk about her mystery, because during the whole movie, it is a recurring theme. We don't know much about Jessica. The whole movie is more centered around Roger Rabbit, actually. And Jessica is just, she's a protagonist, but you don't see much about her, and I wanted to see more. I was like, show me Jessica, show me Jessica. But then throughout the whole movie, we don't know much about her. We don't know much about her story. We don't know much about her personality, but we're always wondering, where is she? What is she doing? Does she really love her husband? Is she against him? Is she just trying to protect him? We don't know, and there's a suspense about that. Because of that mysterious sensual aura, you can't really figure her out. We can't picture a perfect image of who she is. You know, there are certain people that you can see through their energy and their aura and everything, that they're an open book, so you can figure them out really quickly. But when you have a woman being a bit more mysterious like that, she's more of a challenge. She's harder to figure out. So that's why men, at the same time, they crave her, they love it, they love the challenge, but at the same time they fear her. And this is this duality that make her absolutely irresistible. Because if they were just sure and taking her for granted, they wouldn't have the same fascination. Let's talk about the fashion. Of course, the fashion is just one outfit. She's wearing this long glittery dress, and I am wearing one. It's just breathtaking. I love it. And it's red, because red is the color that attracts the most attention. As I always say, it is the color of sensuality, it is the color of seduction, and it is the color of love as well. So it just brings a lot of emotion when you see red. She has also a high split like that, so that she show off one leg, but then it's very sensual, you know, ooh, one leg, but then that's it. The rest is very long. It's sexy and elegant at the same time. I really love this character because she's representing exactly that. She's also wearing dark purple long gloves. Her shoes are tiny shoes, tiny pointed shoes, high heels of course, but just tiny little feet. You know, you almost not see them. Her makeup is of course red lipstick like I'm wearing. I did the whole makeup. I really did the whole thing for this video. I really did the whole costume, the red hair, the makeup, and she's wearing some red lipstick. I really analyzed her makeup. Really bright red lipstick to go with her red gown, and she has a purple eyeshadow with really big eyes, but at the same time they're big, but they're also very intense. Of course, we cannot talk about our precious Jessica Rabbit without talking about her deep voice, like music to your ears. Deep, intense, and sensual.
Lunch, boys. And remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
She's very sweet and gentle towards her husband. She is against the stereotype of the femme fatale being cold and manipulative. On the contrary, she is the opposite. She said, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, to explain that her look and her appearance is not the stereotype of necessarily a woman that would use that in a malicious way. Sometimes people, because they don't understand it, they don't understand the emotions that they have towards her, they're just fascinated, but they don't understand why. So then they say that it must be something wrong, it must be something, you know, she must have bad intentions.
Drop it, lady!
I just saved your life and you still don't trust me?
And I really recognize myself in her because I have this really femme fatale aura, I think, and I have this same style sometimes, but they don't really know me from the inside, from the heart. And so it's the same with Jessica Rabbit. She has a big heart. She's actually loyal and faithful to her husband.
I couldn't let that happen. I'd do anything for my husband, Mr. Valiant. Anything.
What a wife.
She said it. She'll do anything for her husband. Anything. Which can shock at first, and of course it raises questions because you see this irresistible ultimate sex symbol and she is with a rabbit. So of course people ask questions, why is she with him? And even the detective, Eddie Valiant, he asked, why are you with him? And she responds, he makes me laugh, which I think is the sweetest response.
I have to find my darling husband. I'm so worried about him.
Seriously, what do you see in that guy?
He makes me laugh.
And I think it is such an important point about her personality. She wants someone that love her deeply and that just make her laugh. As you see, she attached a lot of importance to personality. She just wants a partner that make her laugh, and of course that is nice to her, because you see Roger Rabbit, how they have this amazing relationship, and he's just in love with her, so in love with her, and he treats her like a queen. So she's just deeper than most people might think.
Come on, Roger, let's go home. I'll bake you a carrot cake.
Sending kisses. Mwah. She's very, very tactile and, you know, very aware of her sensuality. She's sending kisses, sexy touch, teasing.
Goodbye, Eddie. My offer stands firm. Think about it.
And she used her femininity at her advantage. Actually, she used it to defend her husband. So I think that's just very cute and very adorable from her.
I didn't want to have anything to do with it, but he said if I didn't pose for those patty cake pictures, Roger would never work in this town again.
Behind this incredible facade of her, there's actually a gentle heart that really love and care about her husband, and that would do anything for him. And being able to care about someone and like building this amazing, beautiful relationship that they have. And you know, at the end of the movie, when they're just so happy to be alive and they were just kissing, and you can see this relationship. I really wanted to see their relationship when they were together, and at the end you could really see that. You could really see how much he admires her. Then she was like, oh my gosh, I love you, you're my hero, to Roger Rabbit. And you really see that she admires him and she loves him truly deeply.
My hero. Oh, honey bunny.
Oh, love cup.
Oh, Roger, you were a pillar of strength.
He write her a poem and everything. And you can see also that she's very gentle, very sweet with her husband, and she's in her feminine energy when she talks to him.
And talk about babes in the woods.
I must say, you do look like you know what you're doing.
So thank you for watching, my beautiful sensual darlings. I hope you liked it and I hope it was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments down below which character or which actress you want to see next. And also let me know if you love Jessica Rabbit as much as I do. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also follow me on my Instagram. I will show you more picture of me in this outfit. Take care, and until next time, I'm giving you a lot of kisses, darlings. Mwah. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. You had plenty